Alrighty guys, if you have ever broken a hub or a CV while out full driving, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be changing my front driver's side hub today. Something has happened to it, I don't know what. So yeah, come along for the ride and you may just learn how to change a hub if you didn't know, and I will probably do it wrong. You know, I just recently replaced my CV. Not long after that, another noise came up. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear this because I can't get it to do it. Like if I set the GoPro down, I have to like hit a bump and then it starts, like it just sets it. I don't know, it's weird. It just sounds like something's loose in the wheel, and you can see that one of my front antennas is vibrating horribly. It's just putting a whole vibration on the front diff as well. So I did take it to a mechanic. They reckon it's just the hub, so I'm gonna change the hub out today and hopefully that fixes the problem. But yeah, let's get this new hub on, eh? Always have a spot for your nuts and bolts and washers and stuff like that, just so you don't lose them. Something to note is that with these sort of hubs, you'll have a nut and a washer, and then there's this sort of tapered one. Now, if you're having trouble getting it out, if you just grab like a tapered edge, like a flathead screwdriver, or for example, I'm using my pry bar for the wheel nuts, you can just give it a few taps like that, and you can see it just loosened it up, and you can take it out. So yeah, that's what I mean by sort of a tapered edge, you can see there. Once all of the nuts are undone / off, that's when I like to raise the wheel up just so I can spin it around if I needed to line something up right. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the wheel up off the ground. There it is. Look at it. Oh, it's munted. Notice that there's these two extra lines, or extra dots, sorry. They line into these like alignment pins here, so sort of make sure I line them up. And then, boom, that's it, fits perfectly. So I'm just gonna put the bolts up, do them up a little bit, and then just take this off, and then put the axle bolt back in. So, wish me luck, boys. It shouldn't be too hard, but you know, I tend to break things a lot. Bloop. Obviously I'm going to grease this up because you don't want it just bone dry. This should just fit in there and keep it all in place. So don't forget about the gasket, guys. I almost forgot about it. Just got to get it on there nice and even so it doesn't break. Now I'm just going to tighten this up fairly tight, and then I can put the front of the hub back on, and then she should be good to go. If you're trying to spin it, if you're trying to like tighten it and it just keeps spinning, then put your other wheel in lock and put the four drive transmission into four drive, and that'll lock up the diff, because right now, like obviously it's free, so it's just going to be spinning, but if you connect it to the transmission, then it'll be tight and you can tighten it up fully. So quick tip there for you guys. Now I'm going to put a bit more grease in there and she should be good to go. You'll see on the inside of the hub here, there's a little tag just there, where there's no other tags. There's two, there's one on each side. And on the cutouts here, there's two divots for each sort of rib, but on two, it's just cut out all the way, and that's for those two tags. So make sure you line those two up, and it should just slide in. Boom. All right, now that that's on tight, I'm gonna let the wheel back down, take it for a quick spin, and see if it's still making that horrible noise. But fingers crossed, that's all it is. So, all right, I'm gonna drop the wheel down and flip and take it for a drive. All right, guys, so far so good. Feels pretty good, feels smooth, no weird noises yet, but I'm gonna go down to a pretty bumpy road and just drive over that, make sure, because a few times when I was, you know, if I left the car overnight, hop back in it in the morning, give it a drive down to the shops, then it would be fine to begin with, but then as soon as I hit like a bump, it would just start. So let's give it a go. You know, it seems all right. I mean, that was really aggressive, but before then, the vibration would have started. So I think I think the hub was the issue. Alright guys, so as I was driving back from that last clip, the car started making that same noise and the same rattle. And I was just so angry that I didn't even pick up the camera. I just drove home. And I was thinking to myself, what the hell could that be? As far as we're concerned, the hubs were the issue. Changed the one that was the issue out, and I decided, you know what, I'll change the passenger side as well. And you see these tabs? Those tabs that are meant to be straight are all twisted. And the spring, like this whole assembly just fell apart. I'm gonna change this one out using the same steps as I did before, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Alright guys, so a bit of an update. I've done the same road and it is a lot better, but there is still a vibration there. I'd say that that other hub was definitely part of the issue. It was just making the whole front axle assembly pretty loose. Now, what I think it is that CV axle that I put in the driver's side, it did originally come from a petrol Hilux. It's a petrol version of this, and there's a few different things that are different about it. And I'm almost positive that the CV, the actual shaft, is maybe an inch, not an inch, but like maybe half an inch longer than the diesel version. That does put a pretty weird angle at the CV. The CV's at a pretty sharp angle. Well, I'm wondering whether maybe that's the issue. If you guys know about this sort of stuff, let me know. Obviously those CVs that I had, that I put the driver's side in, I've had those for about 2 years. So I don't remember much details about them, but I do know that they were from a petrol version of my car. But it still fitted in just the same, so I assumed that it would be fine. So I'm not wondering whether maybe that's the issue. If you guys know any information about this, let me know in the comments below, please. That'd be great. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a bit of a mess. Thanks for watching. Again, if you know any information, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.